Time for an update. Have a look at Queen Opal this morning, the meat ant colony that I have going. Let's see how she's been getting on in her setup. Let's get into the video. This video is sponsored by Ant Keeping Depot. Click on the link in the description to check out their website. Well, in the last video you would have seen that I've put Queen Opal and her colony into this nice beautiful Oz Ants outworld that you see here. Now I've reviewed this outworld, so if you want to click on the card above to watch that video after, you can go for it. So it's just a nice basic clean setup here. I've got one of these liquid feeders with the water in it and one with the sugar syrup. Now this little old Oz Ants acrylic nest, I've got the colony in at the moment, and I'm probably going to need to move out of that fairly soon. They're starting to pack it out, which is great. Right, let's have a little bit of a closer look. Here's inside the nest. You can see there Queen Opal and lots of brood and lots of workers. Now the first nanitics have died off and they've been dumped into the outworld, into the garbage pile. But we can see some larger workers in here now, which is great. A little bit of trophylactis happening at the top there between two workers. And it's a nice healthy brood pile, which is fantastic. We're going to have a little bit of a closer look at these guys soon as well. Now unfortunately the perspex on the top here is just a little bit cloudy, a little bit of humidity in there, all packed in, which is great for the ants but not great for viewing. But hey, got to look after the ants first. And what a beautiful colour. You can see the with a purpureus, Iridomyrmex purpureus is the name of these ones, and you can see that little red heads on them and the little iridescent abdomens as well. Beautiful species. Now they're known to be very quick growers as well, and these guys are doing really well. We're heading into winter here though in Australia, so it is getting a bit colder, and I suspect they will slow down a little bit. But that's okay, because they're up to about 13 or 14 workers now consistently, even with the die-off of a few of those nanitics. Now you can see here there's a couple of workers in the tunnel. They're always got a couple of guards in the tunnel entrance to the outworld as well. So it's a beautiful colony. They're doing really well at the moment, and they go exploring into that outworld looking for that food. So I've just put half a mealworm there on a rock, a little bit of an offering for them. They love their protein, and that's what they're known for, these meat ants. That's where they get their name, because they're renowned for eating a whole cow carcass for the large nests. The farmers dump any dead animals onto a nest because they know that these meat ants will be able to strip it down in no time. Yeah. So has anybody out there got a colony of these, the species themselves? I'd be really interested to know. Let me know in the comments below. It's beautiful, and I'm glad I finally got a colony of these guys going, and I might do a little bit of a keeping meat ants video, a bit of an overview of them and how to keep them as well, and add that to the series of the other couple I've got. Now they are very good climbers, as you can see here, one scaling up that very shiny smooth acrylic. So that's one thing just to take note of. If you're going to keep these guys, they do like to escape. Now I'm really happy with their setup. I think it's a nice, clean, beautiful setup here just to have. And I'm excited to see how this colony grows and how they go through winter as well. So there's a bit of an update on this colony. We've been following them quite closely since I've got this queen, and it's been good to see their journey. If you would like to support the channel, head over to Patreon, patreon.com/Novo Ants, and you can choose from the different levels and the different perks that come along with those different levels as well. So thank you very much. I'd like to thank my Patreons for supporting the channel. So thank you Medical Carcass 9, William Bass and John Redwood. And along with my Patreons, we've actually been able to plant 5 trees now in Australia, which is fantastic. So that's included in some of the tiers there. A tree is planted on your behalf, which is just a little bit of a way to help out the environment. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this update on Queen Opal and the meat ant colony that's going. Plenty more videos on this colony to go as we follow the journey closely. Well, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We've got a video on there recommended for you by YouTube, and then one I've picked for you that you might enjoy as well. So I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and remember, happy ant keeping.